Sit your podcast down. We are back. Full crew. Reeks in the building.
Yep.
Got G in the building as well.
Yep.
McFly here as always. So, I wanted to start off by saying Jimmy is A tier. Jimmy looked C plus tier game one.
Jimmy
think
like Ricky,
he's
Ricky Davis yesterday.
I think the steam is running out a little bit. I'm not gonna say it's over.
You ask of a A tier talent, S tier.
I mean, I can ask, I don't know, more than 13 points. I could ask
Eighth
that.
seed.
I don't
think that's reasonable.
I don't care.
A little more than 13
he's willed him this far. That's fine. But when Gabe Vincent,
what are the excuses now? What is that? He played a 7-game series, so he needs to just get his win back.
I mean, maybe.
I get it, like the altitude and all that stuff. Like, I mean, I get it, but
if you're gonna, I'm just saying this. If you're gonna concede every game in Denver, well, then just pack it up.
Right. That's
one.
Well, I mean, like I would have, like he looked like yo, if you ain't gonna shoot, just go sit down. Like he was like open and didn't take like any shots. It wasn't like threes either, like in the paint. Hey,
I
do feel like Robinson told him he couldn't shoot.
Well, apparently he told Duncan Robinson to shoot because he kept passing to him instead of taking his own shots.
That's what I'm alluding to.
Has there been in recent memory a more swindled contract than Duncan Robinson's? Is there
probably?
Can we talk about a contract that looks worse than his right now?
I thought Wiggins was looking pretty bad until the Warriors did something with him.
He kind of earned that a little bit. He earned it more than Duncan earned his. Let's say that. Did he earn his? Is Wiggins a true max player? No, he's not. But
does Randall deserve his contract?
He deserves more than Duncan Robinson.
He's been an all-star.
I'm trying to answer the question.
He's been an all-star twice, most improved player
one
year.
Right. When you look at his regular season stuff.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not even a full max either. It's like it's off the full max.
Right.
So does he deserve it? Sure.
Playoff Randall deserves what Duncan Robinson.
I don't want him on my team anymore.
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at like Ben Simmons and like Gobert. Like those are pretty bad contracts too.
Gobert. I think Gobert's fine. I think they paid him on him. No, they paid him on the ability to do one fucking thing.
Right.
He still does that one thing. I mean, it's lesser, but they paid him on being a defender.
I think for Gobert, the trade is what's worse than the contract.
Yeah, the trade's horrible.
They gave
up for him. They were
like, yo, have our picks to like 2030
for a guy who may not be in the league in 2 more years. That's how bad offensively he is. Like, it's just like, if you're not blocking every shot and getting 15 boards, like, you're almost unplayable.
Right. Like, come on, man.
But nah, Duncan maybe. The Ben is probably the closest one, but again, on earning it, at least Ben did things to earn it initially. All-star, athletic, played defense, was like a short list for defensive player of the year. What has Duncan Robinson ever fucking done except hit the occasional jumper?
Like, it's been times where Duncan Robinson's so hot, you say, like, okay, I kind of see why you pay him. And then you look at like game 6, Celtics, they could have closed the game out. He was like wide open, and he missed 2 wide open threes. Like, that's what they pay you for.
That's all they pay you for, just about. Just to do that at that moment. That's what you're here for. But either way, contract or no contract, this shit's over. Nuggets in 5. That's all I have.
John, the sweep.
Nuggets in 5. You saw it?
You don't think they're going for the sweep?
No, I think they'll lose a game. I think they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose again. They're gonna go down 0-2. They're gonna Jimmy ain't gonna go on. I think Jimmy, if I think he is S tier, I think he is S tier. He's gonna get him a game. Look at a game. But they're gonna I will give this, I don't give this many coaches. The Nuggets are very well coached. they are a great shooting team, and I think they tend to play well anywhere, which is surprising. I didn't think they would be this team at this stage of the game, but they are. So I think they take one in Miami and come home and finish it in 5.
Yeah, they have a great system, especially with the way they use Jokic, because they just put him at the top of the key and just let him quarterback. Handoffs, screen and rolls, dribbling, make it play.
No one has had an answer for that yet. Just no one.
No. One adjustment Miami did though, because it's kind of crazy. I tweeted it in the first half what they should have did. Bam started playing a little bit more off of Jokic because he was like pressing up on him. Like, why are you pressing up on Jokic? Like, he ain't going to get past you. You know what I mean? He's not going to blow by you. If he wants to, right? If he wants to shoot long jumpers, let him take it. You don't have to press up on him. Back up a little bit so you can help out on the other guys, because all you're doing is handing off, finding cutters, finding mismatches, and just exploiting it. Like, you want Joker to score, but if he's getting 10, 12, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16 assists, you're not going to beat him. So, like, you got to treat him.
You want him scoring 30 and 40, not 20 and they're getting 15 assists.
Right. You look at the games they lost in the playoffs. Like, he had like 50 points and they lost. Like, let him score.
It reminds me of the old way to beat Nash. Let him score, but don't let him get everybody else involved too. That was a formula.
Nash getting 40 is easier to beat than him getting 15 and 17. Because that means everybody got a rhythm. They all making shots. So we'll see.
I mean, what do you?
No, I was going to say, like, I think game 2, I think it's over in 5 if they don't get game 2. I think they'll get one in Miami, Denver win the other one, then they go back to Mile High and get smoked.
I just don't think Miami has anybody, man. Like, they don't have enough killers. They got like 1, maybe 2 killers, right?
But that's why I think they're in trouble. Like, that's exactly the problem. Like,
they don't have enough.
If Jimmy's not 100%, who's coming in and helping you out? You know what I mean? Like, you can't depend on Caleb Martin every other game. Like, just it's not realistic.
I think the fourth quarter yesterday, they stumbled on a lot of things that they are going to take into game 2. So I think they finally figured out, Jokic can't play defense. Like, in the fourth quarter, they
finally figured it out.
Finally figured it out.
Great mystery.
Right, all that footage out there.
Right. Because, like, in the fourth quarter, it's like, Kyle Lowry's like, go Jokic, don't come out here off the screen, does he? Let me shoot these threes. Started making a couple. Then Jokic had to come out. Then the layups started opening up. It's like, why don't y'all just attack him on offense? Like, he can't play defense.
As a coach, how frustrated do you get watching NBA teams not understand that, or maybe watching players not listen to the coaches because maybe the coaches aren't telling them that?
Because I've seen situations where you see coaches actually telling them to do stuff and then they just go out there and not do it. Like, I've seen, like, this happens to Doc Rivers a lot. That's why
damn Doc.
That's why I was like, I won't be like, a lot of people bag on Doc Rivers. Like, I just see, like, they get the audio clips and all that stuff, like, in the huddle, and you can hear him like, move the ball, stop going one-on-one, and blah blah blah. They go out there one-on-one. It's like, you literally see him telling them, like, don't do that. But then it's like his best player, so it's like, what are you supposed to take him out? Like, like, but then it's like you get the heat from the owners, because the owners like, I paid this dude $150 million. He's gonna play.
I wonder, speaking on that, like, so side note, I never forget this. This was a few years back. The Spurs were playing, and like everyone was playing like shit. And Pop called a timeout and took everybody out. He said, get to the effing bench and put in the whole. And the bench was like, you want us to go? It's like 11:15 to go in the quarter. It's the first. You want us to go out there and play? Yeah, get in there. And I never forget that shit. I'm like, could a coach do that now? Could you call it? Like, you got a star out there just playing shitty. Could you be like, you know what? Nah, get out and sit him down. Are you doing that?
Like, I think it depends on the coach. Like, Coach Pop is like one of them coaches, like, he can leave when he wants. So, like, I'm not worried about getting fired. So I can, but like, if you ask like Joe Mazzulla, do that.
Joe Mazzulla calls Jason Tatum Mr. Tatum.
Right. Do you want to come out, sir? Are you tired, sir? Like, I can give you a rest. Doesn't have to be long. You play as much as you want, sir. But
Like once you want to shoot as many step back threes as you want, man.
right. It's me. They shot like 20 something. They shot like 43s in game 7. Jaylen Brown, you can't shoot. You shoot like 12%. Why you keep shooting threes? But you can't dribble either. So
yeah, it's tough. He's gone. He's gone. That shit is sad.
Because he's up, like, if I'm Boston, like, he's up for a contract that's worth almost $300 million.
I don't know how you pay him after that.
There's no way I'm paying him that money. Like, hey man, sorry, dog. Like you.
He said, "Sorry, dog."
I saw all your regular season accolades and all that stuff. But just the same stuff happened every playoffs. You're like the Julius Randle of the Celtics.
Yeah, he kind of is. This guy, he's kind of like that.
Right. The only difference is, like, we could live with a Jaylen Brown because at least he's playing with effort. He's playing hard.
He does play. He plays hard.
He plays hard.
He's the smartest, but he plays hard.
He plays hard. You're right. Randall, just like, you can't be playing bad and have an attitude.
Be mad.
Right.
Get the rebound. You get the rebound.
You get it.
What are you talking about? Oh my God. Why would you pass it to? Why did you pass it to me? Like,
right.
I ain't going. We ain't talking about Red. It's going to piss me off.
Right. Like, people. Real quick. Know what pisses us off as Knicks fans? All the people are saying, like, we should be grateful for somebody like Randall. So, like, it was like, so we should be okay with somebody having an attitude, not playing hard. We should be happy with somebody not hustling.
When he said "fuck the fans," he was done to me. I don't care about what else he did. I don't care about how cute his kid is. I don't care about his wife loving the city and loving the team. Fuck that. When he looked at the crowd, it was like, fuck y'all. Fuck whatever. Shut up. Shut up. He should have been fucking gone. I'm not paying to get cold to shut up. Nigga, shut your ass up. You can pay $1 million and you could at least play fucking hard. You don't do that shit, I don't want to hear it. He should have been gone then, but they had to give him a chance to build his value up, which he did. I'll get him the fuck out of here. Please.
Because we're Knicks fans, like, they don't understand. There's basketball courts on every corner.
Y'all.
Hey, it's the truth. We're like Knicks fans, there's basketball courts on every corner. We're the most educated basketball fans in the NBA. Period.
Easily.
So we know if somebody ain't playing hard. We know if somebody ain't giving their best effort. We know when somebody's playing like trash, and we let them know about it because we know the game.
Crazy claim. The most educated, just
easily.
We'll take
easily.
That. I'll take that.
Easily.
What?
Easily.
I mean, like, I need to see the receipts.
Everybody plays the basketball. Donald Trump has a good form on the shot.
Facts.
You saw him shooting that toilet paper. It's like you saw the form. Like, everybody,
you had the form, the wrist action on it. That shit was tight.
Everybody plays basketball in New York.
He can't be president, man. But the man foreman, he got a jump shot.
Listen, Neil deGrasse Tyson said he used to hoop. Like, he's like, I could dunk. The scientist.
He did.
The scientist. I'm saying.
It's everybody, like, if you don't have to be great at basketball, but you play some type of basketball if you're from New York because you can't help it. It's on every corner.
It's everywhere.
Your friends are like, you're gonna be on the court at some point.
Ain't no baseball fields. Ain't no soccer fields. There's only space for a court. That's all you got space for is a court. You ever seen a tennis court in the city? No. Just don't exist. They don't. Ain't no football fields. The Giants play over in Jersey. What are you talking about? It's only ball. It's only ball. It's all it is. Said we don't know basketball, man. And anyways, we're on these bum ass Heat. So you a Jimmy guy. We saying 5. Are you saying something different, G?
Oh no, I never thought they was gonna win.
Oh, okay.
I just don't like the disrespect. There's a lot of disrespect going. Like, give my man some respect. That's all I'm asking for.
He got to the finals. It's respectable.
There's a lot of people not respecting him.
You know what makes him look bad?
It feels like the Knicks that got there that year. It was a great story. It was a great time, and we got smacked because we went up against a true number 1 seed and a true top team with a top talent and a big we couldn't fucking check. And he
Twin Towers.
Beat our right. It was over. This man Joker just put up a triple-double. He said, "Oh, no, Russ, hold that. You're going home."
Right. We're the only team that deal with Duncan and Robinson in the finals.
Both trying to get you 30. It's a problem. It was a great ride. but it's over now.
You know what makes Jimmy look bad? The day before the NBA made that documentary on the Iverson Sixers that got to the finals. So it's like you expected Jimmy, like, yo, you could give us 48. Like AI, you give us 48 game one.
They didn't even give you 20. They didn't even give you 15.
Look, I didn't watch the whole game, and I don't know what happened. I just know. I just want to make sure people respect somebody that at least puts effort on both sides of the ball and is supposed to be the guy that's the leading scorer on the team. That's supposed to be.
He wasn't the first or second or third leading scorer.
Who was ahead of him?
And guys were off. Like
Bam,
Taylor Burton, like
Vincent,
Bam was balling.
And then Haywood Highsmith.
Yeah, roster member number 24.
But that's Jimmy's game anyway, though. Jimmy is a facilitator generally.
So he had 7 assists. Gabe had 5. Bam had 5. Kyle had 5.
That's
I think they need to start counting hockey assists for real. I think they need to start counting hockey assists.
You gotta stop adding stats to make him look better than what he did.
I think those
he had a
stats
decent, well-rounded game, but again,
right.
You're the man. You gotta give me 20 minimum every game of this series to have a chance. Minimum. Or like a crazy rebound and like assist game when you get like double off that. But otherwise, you gotta give me 20. You gotta give me 20 a night.
I could be proven wrong, but I look at Jimmy as a person that would make the adjustment he needs to make. Unless the scheme is just that good, which I don't think it is. But
I don't think it's that good defensively, no.
Who's he matching up against mostly? Gordon?
It shouldn't matter with him, really.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
It shouldn't matter. Like Denver has no defenders. Like, what are you gonna put in Bruce Brown?
He's either gonna have the speed or straight matchup, no matter who it is.
Like the thing that
frustrates over Bruce Brown, speed over Gordon. I mean, right. So it shouldn't matter.
The thing that frustrates me about Jimmy Butler, like he could look like an S tier player, and then the next game look like Birdie talked to him before the game.
Not Birdie talked to him. He does have those moments, man. Like, for a top guy, it's too many of those moments.
It's like, come on, man. He's like, you ain't going to be no Hoya. Like,
so you think it's, but you still think it's over though? You think he's gonna have a better showing game too? Which I mean,
yeah. I think he's gonna look like a leader. I think he's gonna hopefully look like what got him there. I can't imagine. He's just I think he works hard. I just wonder if what's going on. It's a scheme. I can't really blame coaching because Miami Heat seems to be well coached, but maybe they just ain't had the right scheme. You know, it seemed like they switched it up. So now that they obviously Denver's gonna adjust to whatever they just adjusted to, but now that they got something, I'm curious to see the next game. This is probably one of the games that like I'm looking forward to. I haven't looked forward to a game in a while, but I'm looking forward to see. Can they do it? Can they switch it up?
I agree. Because this is the most crucial game of the playoffs for them. If they don't win here, pack it up.
Yeah, it's over.
Don't even win in Miami. Stay home and enjoy the beach, man, because it's over. They lose. They go down 0-2. They're not coming back. And I will give the difference. I would say for the Nuggets this year, the difference in my mind is this: they actually playing with a little bit of that dog in them. I said it for years. They saw. They actually feel like they got a little. They gonna get bumped. They gonna bump back. Like that's not who they used to be. They used to fold. Now they're starting by man, we can counterpunch.
I think they're still capable of folding.
They are, but they're tougher now than I feel they've been the last few years.
So they've ran into some mentally weak teams. Like all three of the teams they played are super mentally
weak. The Lakers, led by the GOAT LeBron James, are mentally weak team.
Yeah, AD was on the floor the whole game.
I mean, he's not helping that situation. But they got a bunch of dogs over there. They got Vanderbilt and
that's what they tell us. Yeah,
Malik Beasley and Tristan Thompson, the heart and soul.
What was their answer? Hachimura. That was their answer?
Rui Hachimura, Blackjack.
Rui Hachimura, he's a dog. That's not a mentally weak team. That's a team that had the chance to go to the finals. You know.
I think
can't
LeBron
keep
ran
this
out of
up.
his. LeBron might have ran out of his medicine.
Yeah, he was playing with a what he trying to say? He's playing with a foot fracture.
He's
Yeah,
playing
right.
with a broken
Right.
leg and
Like,
He's
you was
always
doing
hurt.
that.
fractured foot.
Right.
You was
Remember
doing all that on a foot fracture.
Right. Like, come on,
We're
man.
not
Like
gonna do the
people,
narrative
I saw people
control.
saying like, "Yo, I've had a foot fracture." Like, you're not walking, dude.
Right.
I mean,
Like,
it's
fracture?
masterful. It's masterful misdirection. We got swept. I mean, retire. I had a broken leg. Brian
Yeah,
going to school. It's it's boom. One of those three things is gonna get you talking about something else. One of those
Yeah.
three things are gonna happen.
I will give LeBron this. He's the king of deflection.
I saw a dude post a video that said he said he was gonna retire, and this is the story this dude gave. I'm like, this was straight out of just the crack pipe. I couldn't believe it. He said he gonna retire, take off a year, then he's gonna buy a team, put it in Vegas, and he's gonna draft his son with the first overall pick or whatever, it's a first round pick, and then play with him and win a championship in 2 years. I was like,
Only LeBron fans.
like,
Do you know?
Wait a minute. Y'all
Listen.
didn't tell me. Y'all didn't tell me the Nuggets got the best player on their team in the game, Bruce Brown.
yeah,
Yeah, they got Bruce.
Y'all
Yeah, they
didn't
got
tell me he
Bruce.
had Bruce.
Yeah, they got Bruce.
chill out the best.
It's a
Like
sweep.
Nash had him playing center.
This is sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy how he looks when he's playing at the right position, not playing power forward,
right? Not
fighting
being
for boards against 6'10" niggas. Like,
right, and
oh,
he's
he got so
6'3".
much heart though. He's averaging one board this game. Like, what are we talking about? This man is 6'4".
Right.
He's so
Like,
strong though. You
Yeah,
got
it's-
Claxton. Play
right.
him. What are we doing?
Claxton doesn't shoot threes. Well,
Like,
nobody's
Claxton
in a
can't
rebound
shoot.
or block shot. Like, it's like, yeah, man. Oh man.
That
Yeah,
shit's-
y'all LeBron guys, y'all got to stop with the conspiracy theories, man.
Yo, I couldn't believe that shit. I was like, what did y'all say?
Yeah, it gets. Matter of fact, think about this. When the Lakers lost, you have never heard this. The Nuggets been around since the 60s. They said is playing in Denver an unfair advantage because of the altitude.
Don't do that. They ain't do that.
Never, yes, they did. I've
They
never
did.
heard that
They did.
until LeBron lost. Got swept. They said it's unfair advantage playing in Denver. That's how
Okay.
bad.
What about the games in LA?
Right.
Like, why didn't they get a game there? If that's the case.
Right. It's an unfair advantage. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe I missed all the banners the Nuggets been hanging up since the 60s.
I mean, because they win all the time.
Right. They won all these championships, so.
In football, I would give you maybe they still don't have the most championships, but
Right.
at least that's outside. It's a little bit different. I don't think it's as big of. I mean, it may be a factor, but I mean, like, again, why do the Nuggets have no chips?
None.
No consistent team success from that.
This
team.
is
Like,
their
what are you talking
first
about?
time in the finals ever.
They turned that AC down on them.
Yeah, we're gonna move from this because I can't.
So remember LeBron came out with the cast on his hand after he got swept?
He was at that shit in his locker room just waiting. He said,
Yeah. He's like,
Just
yo, tell
wait.
him I broke my hand. I got so mad I punched the wall in game 1. It's like, yo, so you playing with broken hand for 3 games, right? That's what you telling us?
Right. Honestly, just come out. It's in the beginning of the series. Just come out and be like, "Hey, man, this is what's wrong with me."
hedge your
Right.
bet. Right. Hedge your
Right.
bet.
Just tell
Don't
us.
lose and then say it. It just looks
Right.
weird.
Tell us what you're gonna say. When y'all lose, tell us what the excuse is this time so we know. That's all. Just go with it.